Donald Trump's controversial coal revival, a step backwards or necessary power play. President Donald Trump is poised to sign executive orders on Tuesday, marking a dramatic intervention in the nation's energy landscape. The orders aim to resuscitate the ailing coal industry, a move hailed by some as a crucial step towards energy independence and economic revitalization, but vehemently condemned by environmental groups as a dangerous regression in the fight against climate change. The president will leverage emergency powers to grant extensions to aging coal-fired power plants slated for decommissioning, allowing them to continue generating electricity. This bold action, scheduled for a White House event at 3 p.m. ET, directly addresses the escalating demand for power fueled by the rapid growth of data centers, artificial intelligence (AI) technologies, and the burgeoning electric vehicle (EV) market. The White House asserts that this decisive intervention is essential to ensure a stable and reliable energy supply amidst surging electricity consumption. The narrative emphasizes the critical role coal plays in bridging the gap between current demand and the capacity of renewable energy sources to meet future energy needs. This argument positions coal as a necessary stopgap, a crucial element in powering the digital revolution and the transition towards a greener transportation sector. Proponents suggest that a premature phase-out of coal would jeopardize the nation's economic stability and threaten the very infrastructure underpinning its technological advancement. The claim rests on the premise that transitioning entirely to renewable energy sources is a complex, protracted process, and that the immediate energy demands necessitate a diversified energy portfolio that includes coal, at least for the foreseeable future. However, this narrative clashes sharply with the concerns raised by environmental organizations who portray the move as a reckless disregard for the planet's well-being. They argue that the decision is not only environmentally irresponsible, but also economically unsound. The relentless decline of the coal industry, they assert, is a natural consequence of its inherent inefficiencies and the increasing affordability of renewable energy sources. The sheer volume of greenhouse gas emissions associated with coal production and combustion is presented as a critical threat to the global climate and a direct contradiction to efforts aimed at mitigating climate change. The stark contrast between the administration's actions and the projected growth of renewable energy is particularly striking. Internal government forecasts indicate that an overwhelming 93% of the new power added to the U.S. grid this year will originate from solar, wind, and battery storage technologies. This projected dominance of renewables underscores the argument that the coal industry is not only environmentally damaging, but also economically unviable in the long run. The inherent inefficiency and unreliability of aging coal plants are highlighted as key factors contributing to their decline. Environmental groups emphasize that clinging to this outdated technology only serves to burden consumers with higher electricity bills, while simultaneously exacerbating the climate crisis. Coal plants are old and dirty, uncompetitive, and unreliable, one prominent environmental advocate stated. This succinct summary encapsulates the core argument against the president's decision. The assertion that the Trump administration is stuck in the past is a central theme in the criticism, portraying the executive order as a futile attempt to prop up a dying industry rather than investing in the technologies that will shape the future of energy. The call for the administration to focus on building the electricity grid of the future, rather than clinging to the past, highlights the fundamental disagreement over the direction of U.S. energy policy. The decision is framed as a missed opportunity to invest in sustainable, long-term solutions, instead opting for a short-sighted, environmentally detrimental approach that prioritizes immediate political gains over the long-term health of the planet and the economy. The debate is far from over, with significant implications for the future of energy production, environmental policy, and the global fight against climate change. The coming weeks and months will undoubtedly witness intense scrutiny and debate regarding the long-term consequences of this controversial decision.